I wrote the whole book just from the mom of this missing child's point of view, and it was I didn't know what I was doing. It was such a mess, that draft, because I'd never written a book before. And but what I did know when I looked back through it was that it was too much. It was just like a high note on a violin. It was too much pain because this mother lost her son. Even there was an element of searching for him and, your regular crime novel elements. And I had long been a massive fan of James Lee Burke and Ian Rankin and all of these incredible detective story writers. And I thought, I wonder if I could, I wonder if I can. And I started to come up with Jim Clemo. And then I watched The Sopranos and I saw the psychiatrist with the main character, I forget his name now, Tony Soprano.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. And I thought, well, wouldn't that be fun to have a detective in analysis like a year after the case and you don't know what happened? So he was a dream. He just slotted into this book that wasn't working. And then I could play with the mother's point of view and his. And of course, he suspects her and she doesn't trust him. And it just came together beautifully. But it took me a while to arrive at him. I really just wanted to get right into his head. I wanted to see him wobble, but not necessarily because I'd read a lot of books. I'm trying to think about Rubisher and some of the other characters, but the detectives were a little older, so I wanted to do a younger man starting out, and of course his own father was a cop, so there was that pressure on him, and to have a younger man sort of come into this extremely difficult case with a young mother and a child, and he's not in that situation himself. So I think I really wanted to look at a kind of he's not quite an embryonic detective, but he's definitely not a kind of, been through the mill kind of cynical detective. And I think there was an attraction there to explore that, and to explore ambition and some pride to an extent and that kind of thing. It's really nice to go back, actually. For the first one, I picked the case was a very selfish pick because I thought, what would my worst nightmare be? I was the mother of an 8-year-old boy at the time, my third child, so that was about trying to get into the head of the mother. The second one, I think I wanted to look at Bristol, the city I live in, kind of more widely and just bring in some of the wider issues because that's one of the things I think crime fiction does so beautifully is look at, communities. And I wanted to do that. And of course, yes, to challenge him. I mean, how do you challenge him after the missing child case? Well, I think I hope I did. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I would love to go back to him. Maybe I will. Do you know what? I hadn't thought of it, but it's a quite a tempting idea because he's a character I found it hard to let go of.